I want to. I want to. I
Oh, we
want to.
back
I want
again.
to. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Left-Handed. Yes, 1 2 1 2. We are in the building. Surprise! And I brought
Surprise,
some
surprise.
my peoples with me. You already know what it is. Down and in sports talk. We're in the building. You already know. Hype the charge. Opening night for the New York Knicks, NBA, New York Yankees, Game 1, American League Championship Series. Of course, we got to represent for the National League as well. We got the Phillies doing their thing. So here we are. Got it. What's good? Talk to the people.
You know, we came back with another edition today.
Yep. Pop up on.
Um, checking out this Phillies game. We're down bottom of the eighth. 8-5 to the
Oh,
Padres.
that's too bad. I'm sorry.
But
Oh, that's too bad.
look. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where have I heard that before? Listen, check this out. We
No,
brought
no,
some we brought some distinguished gentlemen in the building. We got some distinguished gentlemen in the building. We got Harlem in the building, Harlem Fresh, 125th and Broadway, and we got the distinguished gentleman, otherwise known as Papa Lord. Big shout out to the East Coast. He go by the name of OG Wood. Hollywood is in the building. He's right
You
there.
gonna stop that? You gonna stop it?
Yeah. What's good, man? What's good with you?
Chilling, sitting here
Chilling?
frustrated.
Oh man, tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why
We
you
got
mad.
some. Oh! Look at this kid! Look at this kid, Hardenstein. He's gonna be a good player. Oh, I'm pissed off because my TBS station is not coming in right now. But thank God I have my phone I can watch. Thank God we got the NBA going crazy tonight. Opening night, really, for me. Last night was just a whatever. I thought that was the last preseason game last night, especially the way the Lakers played. And tonight is where, for me, the real season starts. Some good games. I think it's going to be a great season. Great one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that call was, and that comment was sponsored by Mr. Optimistic. All right. You can get him at wegonewin@anycost.com. Check him out. We're watching the Yankees and the Astros right now. 1-0, top of the second inning. Justin Verlander gave up a bomb, not to Aaron Judge, not to Giancarlo Stanton, but to the other home run guy, Harrison Bader. And if that name doesn't sound familiar to you, you haven't been paying attention. His 4th home run in the postseason, right?
Yeah, he's been hot. He was hot against the Guardians. That was crazy,
Yeah, absolutely. And he was doing it in clutch moments where we kind of needed that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because at first in the division series, you know me, Yada, I was all over Aaron Judge, man. I was like, yo, what does this do? And I'm glad I got Wood in the building. I'm glad I got another Yankee fan in the building with me, because now we're gonna have a discussion.
He didn't let up on that guy.
Listen,
I saw.
He didn't let up on his man.
62 home runs notwithstanding, all of that is fine, well and good. But that's how we say regular stuff. The postseason is what we play for, Wood. I don't know what these new cats is talking about, acting like they won the World Series in June and July. We don't do that. So for me, real quick, for me, I think Aaron Judge is leaving. That's the bottom line. And don't tell me nothing about 62 home runs when it's time to pay the piper. And I've been saying that all year long, and you could ask Yada. I was telling from the beginning of the season.
Oh my God, he been talking. He been on Aaron Judge's neck from training, like from spring training. He been on his neck, But I told him, I said 62 home runs is flashy. I said the young people like flashy. They like the home runs. Home runs is fun.
Rings are flashier. Rings are flashier.
Let me chime in on a couple things for him about Aaron Judge.
Come on.
Number one, I don't agree with the mayor. Aaron Judge will be a New York Yankee next year. I think that the city, he did what he needed to do. The city got behind him, and it made him feel a little bit more comfortable, and the Yankees got to spend some money. That's what I think about Aaron Judge. Number two, every time Aaron Judge was coming up to the plate. I just heard that song, "What Have You Done For Me Lately," playing in my head over and over and over again. You know, baseball is not like you say, Yada. It's flashy. Home runs are very flashy. But what I liked about Judge that a lot of people still are overlooking is he batted over 300. So that goes to show me that he's not just a home run hitter; he's a contact hitter, and he's a very good outfielder. I mean, damn, you don't want to go from first to second on Aaron Judge. I'm just letting you know that now. You might have a better chance of playing the lottery.
He made a heck of a play in the last inning, So
it's been happening all year long.
He made a play tonight. All that's fine, well and good. Keep doing what you do. If we win the World Series, when we win the World Series, you can give it what you want. I don't care what you do. You can give it what you want. Back the truck up. Back two trucks up. I don't care what you do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't beat me in the head about 62 home runs and AL MVP, and you ain't got nothing to show for it.
The Dodgers won how many games this year, and they're not even playing tonight?
Exactly.
And the Mets won 101.
The Braves, the Mets.
Yeah, the Braves, the Dodgers, the Cardinals.
Yeah, fell by the wayside.
I threw that one in for Yada. I threw that one in for Yada. The Cardinals.
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter if you win 100 games. 100 games don't matter.
Just like 62 home runs don't matter, Woody. 62. That's my opinion, B. 62 home runs don't matter.
You're right.
Things, man. You know what I mean?
They meant you put on a performance in the regular season. That's what that meant.
Right.
But we're not. The regular season's in the rearview mirror. I could care less about the regular season anymore because, for me, the regular season.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
A ring is not won in the World Series. I mean, in the regular season.
And we were talking behind the scenes about how, like, even when the Yankees got rid of Cleveland, it was like a mob scene outside Yankee Stadium. Them youngsters was going crazy. Them youngsters was going berserk. Like, calm down.
Yeah. You know why? Because they wasn't there in 96. They weren't there. Matter of fact, I got one better for them. They weren't there in 86 with Tim Leary and Matt Noakes and Andy Hawkins who threw a no-hitter and lost. They weren't there, so they haven't experienced it.
Check this out here. That's all fine, well and good. But for me, it's like, let them have their moment, because I've been, kind of like letting them. At first, I was like, nah. But let them have their moment. But at the end of the day, when you deal with disappointment the same way you deal with victory.
Yep.
Right. And that's my way to kind of like rationalize it. Like, I know better. We just won a division series that we had to come back and win from. I'm hyped and charged. I'm happy. Whoop-de-woo. But I'm not standing on top of the street signs, and I'm not mobbing up the block.
That's how the casual fans are now.
Go ahead, Yada.
We have nothing but casual fans now, and the only thing they're looking for is
the win.
What's happening now?
Right. You're right.
They're looking for the storyline. So the storyline of the season for the Yankees was, is he going to break the record? So nobody cared like how many games y'all won. They were just looking to see if he's going to hit a home run in these games. So that was all on the minds of casual.
That's what we were selling the tickets, right?
Yankee fans, yes, that's what's selling the tickets. It's the home run.
Out of all the teams in the playoffs, I'm making a point here. Out of all the teams in the playoffs that started the playoffs this year, the Yankees and the Mets were the only two teams that really went through a long stretch of a losing streak. And only the difference between the Yankees and the Mets, the Mets losing streak continued over into the playoffs. They never recovered. We fought through it. And that was the best thing that ever happened to us because it made us a little bit more humble. And I think we're a little bit more hungry. I wish we didn't have Boone as the manager. I'm going to say it again over and over. I wish we had Boone as the manager.
No.
But it made us a much more hungrier team where we had to go back pretty much to basics to get where we are today.
Well, sometimes you gotta take a step back to go, 2 steps forward.
That was the best step back we ever took. I told
listen,
everybody I wasn't worried. I was Mayor Yana, I was not worried.
No.
I wasn't worried.
No. How in the hell do you go 70-28 and finish with 99 wins? How does that happen? First of all. Second of all, we always spit the bit in September. When we was winning them back-to-backs, Septembers, we was getting chewed up. I remember a game we played against Tampa Bay, we lost 22-2. I remember a game we played against Cleveland, we played at the stadium, we lost 16-5. We always play like garbage in September, right, Woody? But look, 70-28, the Yankees gonna win 116 games. They're gonna win.
I didn't buy that.
This or that. Come on, yo.
I didn't buy that.
They was throwing that out like crazy.
I didn't buy that.
Like, no.
I kept saying for a long time that we were playing well over our heads. I didn't believe in that 70-28 record. I wasn't sitting here getting hyped. They were making comparisons every freaking time the Yankees played. They were showing comparisons to the 1998 team, and this was their record at this time, and this was that record. Man, shove that crap, bro. Right. Shove that crap. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Say this, Wood, because you're a Yankee fan, and you know if the Yankees didn't bring up that kid Cabrera, we wouldn't have won the division.
I'll say that again. Say it again.
If the Yankees didn't bring up the kid Oswaldo Cabrera, we would not have won the division. Even though 7 games is nice, we would have been a lot worse than 99 wins.
Yep.
Do the math. And that's all I'm going to say. Like that kid hit some home runs. He made some plays defensively that we needed. We needed that, yo. You know what I'm saying? And again, we're here now, ALCS. Let's get it cracking. We got a nice 1-0 lead, and we're going to see what it is.
How's Tyone pitching? How's he look to you?
He's looking all right. It's bottom of the second. He's making his pitches. You know what I mean? He's doing what he got to do. But, Yada, what's your thoughts on the Padres and the Phillies? What they doing right now?
Right now, we went and come out of commercial break. They got a pitching change, top of the 9th. We're still down 3. So let's see what this 9th inning give us.
See you in Philly. That's what the 9th inning gonna give you. A nice ride back down to Philadelphia.
Hey, listen.
Grab one of them cheese sticks.
The Astros just tied it up.
At the top of the
what
9th.
happened?
The Astros just tied it up.
How?
Yeah, a double, deep right center field. Run scores. Game is tied. The kid Diaz and McCormick scores. So it's tied up at 1.
I gotta tell you like this. We better score a lot of runs because if they bring that boy in there, damn, I've been saying his name the whole week. I can't get his last name right now.
That was Maldonado. They couldn't get to it.
The one who pitched 5 innings the other night. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Garcia.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to see him at all. You kidding? Oh my God.
I do want to see him. This is a pressure situation. I do want to see him.
I don't want to see him because we.
I do. I want to see him. I want to see Yordan this Alvarez against Nestor Cortez too.
Oh man, I can't wait for that matchup. Man, I can't wait for that one. I can't wait for Nasty Nestor to face him.
I want to see those matchups. This is where you want to see those matchups at the postseason. This is where you want to see that. You know what I mean?
That is extremely true. You want to see that Nasty Nestor out there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I want to see Nasty Nestor and Alvarez. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So right now you got Altuve, the Yankee cheater. Killer. You know what I mean? Lower outside, Tyon is doing this thing. He trying to work through this, man, but they touching him. They played the guy a little shallow. Judge was playing him a little shallow in right field, and it got over his head.
Wow.
They're playing small ball, you know.
Yeah, and he went oppo too. OG, he went opposite. So he went opposite field on him too. Yeah.
So man, what's your real actual thoughts? Now I heard you going about Judge. What are your real actual thoughts on Aaron Boone?
He's, for some strange reason, He's still living off of that home run in the bottom of the 12th.
Jesus Christ.
How many years ago was that?
It was a long time ago, and I never forget.
My friend Frank, shout out. My friend Frank, shout out to Frank, said that too. Yeah. He's still living off that home run.
Still living off of that home run, man. Even though it was one of the greatest home runs in postseason history, Yankees, Red Sox, the moment. It wasn't a regular season game. It was ALCS. Nothing beats that, man. And he's still living off of that. You know what I mean? So, but I think that Aaron Boone is kind of like almost outlived his usefulness.
Sure.
I hear a lot of people through the years talk about the moves that he's made and the moves that he didn't make. And now I'm seeing for myself now. You know what I mean? The moves that should have been made, that could have been made. I'm like, well, why aren't you bringing in Clay Holmes? Talking about we didn't want, save him for going back to back. I'm like, what is the matter with you?
Yeah, they want to save him from back to back, but they pitched him back to back.
This ain't Memorial Day weekend. This October. Like, pitch the dude. But again, that's water under the bridge. We're here now. But I think he's gonna have to bring those dudes into those pressure situations and with higher stakes. You know what I mean? Higher stakes is on the table. Now it's not just a division, it's American League Championship Series. You know what I mean? So these guys are gonna have to be ready to pitch. Simple math. Simple. We got the lineup, we got people contributing. But Aaron Boone, I think he's on his last leg, regardless. He's on his last leg.
Y'all can always bring back Joe Girardi.
Oh my God, please. You're like the second person to say that to me. Are you kidding?
Hey, she was waiting to say that. She was and
oh my God.
Right hey,
should have pressed the mute button on for that one. Oh my Lord.
Remember on Three's Company when Mr. Roper would say a joke and the camera would be on him, he go like this? That's the moment right there.
Listen, because what he did to us,
oh my goodness!
When I drove through Philadelphia off a Humble, when I drove through Philadelphia with my family off a Humble, this when Girardi was still the manager. It was like about a week or two before he was out of here. I thought we were relentless when we called the radio station.
Oh,
no. There was almost I thought it was going to be death threats made. That guy Girardi, I can't stand him. I didn't like him as a player.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand him as a manager. Oh my God, he just
when we go in on our sports radio, especially my God, when every day, every call, it was like, get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here. Like Joe Girardi, like I can't stand this guy. This guy is trash. What is he doing? But that's exactly how we was feeling and what was going on. It was like, what is this guy doing? Like Girardi's more of a corporate. He's more of a corporate type person. Yeah.
Like everything is corporate for him.
Yeah.
He's not, to me, he's not hands-on. Like, I know he won the World Series. Okay, fine. He won the World Series West in 2009. Well, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, a great manager builds on that year after year and year. To me, it seemed like he said to himself, I got my World Series ring. I go down as a Yankee manager. That won a World Series ring, because that's a big honor to win. That's a big honor as a manager to get a title with the Yankees. You know that. You live down in Philadelphia, but you're close to the city. The New York sports market is the greatest, right close second with California. But when it comes down to you out here winning, and I don't even think they take it the way we take it out in California. You know what I'm saying? Millions over there doing. Over there doing his stretching.
Not to cut you. I'm saying that you throwing out some basura right now. I'm gonna say this. To me, sports market wise, California ain't got nothing on Philly. If you're gonna compare those two sports markets, no.
We get to the end.
And I'm gonna say that because of this, Woody. They're knowledgeable out there, but they too laid back. They're laid back. Us. We ready to, Wood, we ready to choke the out of somebody.
Yeah,
they're the same way.
Listen,
when you boo Santa Claus,
Yeah, we boo Santa Claus.
When you boo Michael Irvin, and he out there with a broken neck.
My man didn't broke his neck. Okay,
and they out there cheering. Like that's listen, man. Listen, man. That's hard body karate. That's
oh my God, Kevin Durant is heating up.
You know what I mean? But listen, I ain't mad at them Cali fans either because they will throw you off a railing in a minute.
Yeah,
they will.
Shout out to the Black Hole, even though they moved it from Oakland where it should have never moved. I hope they still got it out there in some shape, form, or fashion because that's a respectable fan base out there. They moved it to Vegas, but you know what I mean? But the Philly sports fan base,
I know we crazy.
First of all, they know their stuff. They're deep in rooted in all sports, boxing included. Let's go. Yeah. You gotta respect them. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know, they're entwined in this, man. You Dr. J, like, you know what I mean? You know, they even had Pete Rose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
I always tell people,
man, I respect the Philly sports fan. No disrespect to nobody else.
You come down here in Philly, and you want to talk sports, and you talking junk. You don't want to do that here.
I've listened to some Philadelphia radio. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and take nothing away from them. I'm not taking nothing away from them. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about what I've seen with the fans out in California.
Yeah, they get it in.
I mean, they get in, cars, burning them. I mean, they do that everywhere.
They go violent. Wood said they get violent with it.
They burning cars. They starting a riot.
Riots, like
9. Memphis up by 11, 12 with a minute left in the first half.
John Moran is something very special to watch, man.
He cooking. Yeah,
my God, have mercy.
RJ with a miss. Okay, yeah. You know, these cats is cooking us, man. You know what I mean? But
the Knicks need another shooter.
It is what it is.
Remember you asked me earlier about when I went to the game, what did I observe?
Absolutely.
The Knicks. I wish the Knicks would have got Bogdanovich instead of the Detroit Pistons. That would have been a gangster move going into the season. That would have been a gangster move going into the season. I tell you what, maybe the Knicks might need to call Indiana and see what they could do about getting Buddy Hill. Yeah, I mean,
you better make the call before the Lakers.
The Lakers, according to reports today, the Lakers are going to wait 20 games to see what might they need improvement in. But I'm gonna tell you something about those 20 games. If you're something like 5-15 after 20, you could call Tyrone. I don't care who you call.
I don't care who you call. Like
the West is nothing to play with. You can't get down.
This year, the West is crazy. You know, Jamal Murray coming back, Michael Porter Jr. coming back, and then you got the other LA team.
Kawhi
back, Paul George back.
Kemba.
John Wall.
Forget about
John Wall.
I said Kemba. I meant to say John Wall. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My fault. My fault.
Again. I don't know what happened to that kid. I don't know what happened to that guy.
Oh, Kemba?
Yeah, he's got cut again.
By the Pistons.
Yeah.
Judge bounces out the short.
I don't know what's going on with Kemba Walker.
Judge bounces out the second.
That's a shame. That's a shame about Kemba.
Yeah,
that's an absolute shame.
What's going on with Kemba Walker? Like, why can't
has the game passing by? Has he got that old already? Like where he's being outplayed and being cut? Yeah. Like what's going on?
I think it's mental.
I do too. I think that's what it is. And he sounds a lot. He sounds really desperate right now. You know, he sounds really desperate. Like, oh, I don't care if I come off the bench or not. I just need an opportunity. It's like, my man, you had several opportunities. Like, what's going on? You can't even make the Detroit Pistons roster. Like, what's happening? This is the Pistons. You can't make that.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Let me cut you off right quick. That's not what happened.
Like what's going on?
What happened with Kemba Walker is when he was traded from the Knicks, boy, the Nets made a monumental comeback. They was just getting blown away. They only down 8. But when he got traded from the Knicks, he didn't want to be in Detroit. So they agreed that he was going to sit out and they was going to look to buy him out, and he was going to try to find a team that when he was bought out, he could go and sign with that team. So he didn't want to give up all that money, and I don't blame him. I mean, please, you sign me the contract, I want my money. That's as simple as that. And no team called for him. Nobody was willing to like say, we're going to sign you and the Pistons buy you out. We're going to pick up this. We're going to pick up that. So the Pistons realized, hey, you're holding up a roster spot now. So and they played him. Yeah, they played him before the game tonight. That was to be expected, though. I've been hearing that a lot out of the media, that they were going to just release him. But like you said, what in the world is going on with Kemba Walker? 2-3 years ago, you were like cooking. Like you was doing what you were doing. And to be honest with you, he showed flashes last year on the Knicks that made me think that, oh boy, still got the game left in him. But I
said the same thing. I was like, oh, okay. I said Kemba Walker on the Knicks, he still look all right. So this might be the move for him. And then it was like, what happened to Kemba? I don't know, man.
He pulled the Sean Alexander on him.
It's like ever since he left,
he got the bread and then started running out of bounds.
It just been a downward spiral with this guy. You know, it didn't work out in Boston. It didn't work out in New York. It's been a downward spiral with this guy. It's like it didn't work out, you know, in Detroit. Now he home waiting for a phone call. So it's like, well, who's going to call this guy?
There's a lot of them sitting there. There's a lot of them sitting there home waiting for a phone call.
Shout out Frank Esposito. He says, same Knicks, no show of improvement. Look like they picked up right where they left off. I mean, that's, you know, the prevailing sentiment, man. You know what I mean? Again, you know, jump out the window, you know what I mean? But again, you see what you see and you know what you're looking at. And if it looks familiar, then there it is. You know what I mean? Stanton, right?
It's like,
yo, what up, Squares? I see
what did they think that Jalen Bronson was going to do? Like, you know, he was playing beside a superstar, and it was like, it wasn't a big enough sample size for me to give him that size of a contract.
That type of money.
What is going on? What is going on in this room? What is going on in this room? No, seriously, what is going on in this room right here? This one right here, where I'm at right now.
Well, what's happening?
Do y'all realize that this is only game number one for everybody to be sitting here saying like listen, hold on, wait a minute. And do you realize that they're not playing the Detroit Pistons tonight? They're playing an elite team in the Memphis Grizzlies.
Absolutely. So that solidifies the point. That solidifies the point. If you as good as you say you are, and you playing one of the so-called elite teams, you're supposed to play like it.
Hold on, wait a minute, hold on, stop it. How long have the Grizzlies been together as a unit?
We're not worried about that, cousin.
You gotta worry about it. It takes time for chemistry. I mean, it's only the first half. All right, so hold on, wait. Let me ask a question. So if they come back and win this game, tonight, what is that gonna say? It's the same old game.
1-0. That's all it says.
If they lose, they'll be 0-1.
That's right. With the expectation of them doing the same thing, like Frank said, it looks familiar. If they win tonight on the road against a team in the West who's supposed to do numbers, that's a good look. I'm not mad at that. Come on, Woody, you know we ain't jumping out the window. It's game one. I get it. But again, Frank said it looks familiar, and it do. Ending up in Julius Randle hand, he turning around jumpers and hitting the rim.
Well, I already told you earlier behind the scenes, man, about Randall. I told you, and I told people since they asked me about when I went to that game, you know, what's going on here. And I told everybody, Julius Randle, I don't care if Brunson's there or not, he does not fit in this system of this team. The Knicks are a running team now. They don't need a half-court setup player.
Quick update. Stanton just hit a double with second and third, one out. Verlander up to his 58 pitch. Donaldson just swung and missed. I felt that breeze. All right, second and third. Go ahead, finish your thought. I just want to give you an update right quick. Still 1-1.
I'm just saying, you know, with me with the Knicks, And with this, of course they need more shooting. That
Mhm.
you can't have enough shooting in the NBA today. I'm sorry. The game is changing again.
Yes,
It's becoming more. It's
it's all
becoming
about
more
shooting.
all about shooting. Exactly where
All about
it went
shooting.
from post ups, then it went to guard play. Now it's about the three, the
Perimeter,
three, the
Everybody.
two, the three.
perimeter,
You
That's
everything
know,
on the
that's
perimeter. Right.
exactly what
That's right.
I said.
Absolutely.
That we are now in a time of positionless basketball. You have
Hmm.
to have a 3-point shot to make an NBA roster. I don't care if you're 7'3"
Right.
or 6'3". If you don't
Right.
have a 3-point shot, you're not going to make it far in this league. And
Mm.
when I
Look
look
at
at
this.
Julius Randle, it's like
Donaldson is
he definitely don't fit with the Knicks, especially
no,
how
no. Julius Randle ain't built for that. He ain't built like
yeah.
that. He
nope.
not
He's
built
more
like
of a
that.
slow pace. I need a half court setup type
Yep.
of
Hmm.
guy. He's not a
And
run
that's
and
not the
gunner.
Knicks. And that's not the Knicks team now. The
Yeah.
Knicks, when they brought in, that's why they wanted so badly to get Donovan Mitchell, because they know him and Brunson flying up and down the court. Obi needs to be in the freaking game. I don't care. I give it. I'm just gonna keep saying this. The team looks different when Obi's in the game because again they're running
Hmm.
quickly. When he's in the game, they're
Right.
running. They're
Right.
running.
Right. Right.
They're
Hmm.
flying up and down the court. When
Hmm.
Randall's in that game,
It
you
slows
know who
down.
Slows
you
it
know
down.
who
Play volleyball or something. Slow
you
it
know who
down.
Randall reminds me of a lot of, and it's gonna be funny. A guy that I was chilling out with in the park a couple of weeks ago, Carmelo Anthony. Same way, back to the
He
Oh yeah, he
basket.
remind
slows it down.
Julius Randle remind me of Tony Randall.
No, that's
I'm
definitely
sorry,
true
I'm cracking
because
myself up. I'm high, man, but don't worry
when
about it.
Carmelo be in the game slows all the way down for Carmelo. No, I definitely
But
yeah.
listen, I say that to say this. Tony Randall, odd couple. Randall, Julius Randall, and the Knicks are an odd couple. They can't coexist together. He
Nope.
makes my team slow down. They
Yep.
wanna out there, but Julius Randall wants the ball in his hand and he don't do nothing with it.
Now my thing is
Uh-huh.
how high is his trade value?
Oh, it's still high. No, it's still high. It is actually because he could fit a team,
Hi.
a, a, a half
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
a
sorry.
half court team. You know who Julius Randle would be a perfect fit on?
Oh.
The Dallas Mavericks. A perfect fit. A
And then
perfect fit.
why? So you can watch Luca take all the shots?
I mean,
Well, Luka gonna
Luka
take all the
keeps.
shots anyway.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, why he want to go there? He wants to be the HNIC.
No, what? That's what he wants to be. But I'm just telling you my perspective
Yeah,
of
I
where I
feel
see him as a good fit at.
you.
Yeah.
I feel you. But I'm
Dallas
saying
Maybe the
like
got
Knicks.
no
Maybe
Dallas
the
got no more
Knicks.
trade
Maybe
value.
the Knicks. Maybe the Knicks will trade him. Maybe the Knicks will trade him to the Mavericks, and you bring back your favorite Knick of all time again for the 100th time, Tim Hardaway Jr.
They just can't get rid of that guy.
that was a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I just died.
But
That's
the
enough,
Knicks,
yo.
they need to.
That's enough.
The Julius Randle, like the man was doing with Mamumu earlier with the count. He's not the first. He's not the second. He's not even the third option on this team right now.
Right.
He's not.
Right.
And to
Right.
me,
They'll sell it to you
to
like
me,
it is. Why?
he's hurting the Knicks. He's hurting them. He's really hurting them. And Brunson's gonna bring the Knicks a couple more victories than they had last year. He is. But as long as Randall is there, the Knicks are not gonna be able to shine. Like I tell you what, one person who should benefit right now, and I wish he get his game going, is Cam Reddish. I want Cam Reddish to get his game going because he will be the ideal fit for this team because he likes to run. And that's the kind of players that the Knicks have surrounded the organization with now. And Julius Randle and Evan Fournier, those two just do not fit this team. And I was there firsthand to see it myself. And even it's getting to the point right now, and I hate to say this because he's a really a good player and a really good person. Derrick Rose, one more injury, you might need to be the assistant coach. I'm serious.
no,
I'm serious.
I agree. Yeah.
This is a different team.
Yeah.
I mean, look what they have. Look what the Knicks have. You have Grimes. You have McBride. You have Brunson. You have RJ. You have Toppin. You have Mitchell Robinson, who gets up the floor for a big man. He gets up the floor nicely. I mean, he's very athletic.
He's running too. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you look at these following three, and you're like, what? You look at Evan Fournier, who has to tell me when the last time Evan Fournier had a fast break.
When he got that check in his hand and broke to the bank. That's it right there. That's the last time he had a fast break.
Tell me when the last time Julius Randle was on a fast break.
Please, I don't even like talking about that dude, yo.
I mean, you have to talk about him because he's on the roster. You have to talk about him.
I mean, he don't really register for me, man. Because you know what I mean. I mean, again, welcome to talk about him as you should. But for me personally, he don't even register for me, man. Because he's bringing my team down. We already know what it is. We just trying to wait for somebody to kind of like be on some dummy stuff and say, "Yo, we'll take a chance on him and give us something."
Yeah. All right. So enough of this Knicks talk.
Wood,
who you think coming out the East?
Who do I think coming out? What a good freaking question to ask. I'm gonna say the Bucks.
Okay.
And I'm going to say the Bucks.
You want to say the Bucks, but who's coming out the East?
The Bucks.
Okay, thank you.
And the reason.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Jesus. Why I say, hey, this is going to come at you. What I'm going to tell you. Why I say the Bucks is because the other two teams that have the real potential to come out of the other three teams that have the potential to come out of that East are going to have some serious personnel problems during the year. And that the following teams are the Boston Celtics. That Udoka situation going to come back to them. It's going to come back to them. I'm telling you, it's going to somehow find its way back into that locker room and cause a distraction that's going to cause them not to be who they should be. Mm-hmm. The next team is your Philadelphia 76ers. Doc Rivers, who I don't know what they've been saying down there about him, but a lot of people up here in New York thinks that Doc Rivers is one of the most overrated coaches of all times.
I mean, that's almost a consensus.
Hold your thought for 1 second. I want to read this response that I got. That we got in the chat. Wood, my guy, you know I love you, but you're delirious, bro. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. They beat themselves by not closing on the perimeter and not moving on offense without the ball. They went after Donovan Mitchell, didn't get him, and had no backup plan. After all the Randall shenanigans, they kept him anyway. Wrong personnel. No basketball smarts equals a 31-win season at best.
Wow.
That was deep.
Knicks fan right there.
No, that was deep. I got everything. I got everything except for the 31 wins. I got everything on that message.
But go ahead. Finish your thought.
I agree. The Knicks had no, and this. If I gotta fault Leon Rose and everybody for mismanagement, there should have been a backup plan for this. Because they should have known from get-go.
Why everybody going crazy because we didn't get Donovan Mitchell? What is Donovan Mitchell?
But listen, I'm not going crazy because I'm going
to say that, man. I'm glad we didn't get Donovan Mitchell. I'm glad we didn't get Damian Lillard. I'm glad we didn't get LeBron. We don't need none of that.
You would have done the whole team.
From an outside person looking into the Knicks, I think it's the fact that, all right, y'all didn't get Donovan, but y'all kept Randall. That's the thing. I think that's what it is that's hurting a lot of Knicks fans. It's like, all right, we didn't get Donovan, but Dad, we kept Randall. Like y'all couldn't make a move to get Randall out of here and bring someone else in. You know, I think that's the biggest gripe with Knicks fans with the Knicks this season. And 31 wins. I think that's a little bit low.
Well,
I
yeah,
probably would
I do
say
too.
probably like 39 to 40, like in the low 40s maybe. I think Bronson gives them a little, like a couple more wins. And I kind of feel like by the trade deadline that Randall will be gone, and it will probably bring somebody in, because like Wood said, what the Lakers are saying, waiting 20 games to see what they're going to do with Russ. I think 20 games is going to be too far out.
That's one
And
quarter into the season, right? That's a quarter
yeah,
into the
and the
season.
Knicks may already made that deal with the Pacers to bring in a Buddy Hills or a Miles Turner, somebody like that that could help. So I definitely don't see the Knicks this year like being a contender, but I think about 40 to maybe 43 games maybe in their future. But back to like your point with Doc Rivers, the thing about Doc and the thing about the Sixers this year, Doc Rivers is always the question mark because his decision making and some of his play calling and plays
Brutal.
that he calls is always, it's very questionable. He makes a
Yep.
lot of questionable moves, and trust and believe we dig in him here constantly. Like last year, we lost a couple of games because of him and his
Mm-hmm.
lack of calling the timeout here. Like the thing that kills me with Doc, kills me the most with Doc. The other team can be going on a 12-0 run, and he will not call a
Not
timeout.
full time out.
But on the flip side, we be on like a 6-0 run, 8-10-0 run, and then he'll see something and then call a timeout. Like, bro, sometimes you gotta let
Yep.
us play out of the situation. And then
Yep.
on the flip side, when you see that we are bleeding on the court, we can't buy a shot, we can't make a stop. You just let us continue to bleed out. It's like he's just opening up the wound and just like, yes, bleed more, bleed more. And then it's like, oh, it gets so bad that the other team is calling a timeout, or like some type of foul, and it's like, all right, well, let's huddle up and let's talk about it. So
Right.
I definitely get that. I think that we are improving despite our coaching situation with Doc. I'm just hoping that we can get out the second round. We have to get out the second round, and I feel like the team that we have built right now, especially with our bench improvements, will help us in the playoffs, because that is what killed us last year. We had nothing coming off the bench. If Joel, James, or Maxie wasn't hitting, and we had to go to the bench, it was like they just brought in the B squad from, my high school basketball team. It was like, who are these guys? Like they wasn't putting up no points or making any stops.
Hey, Mayor.
But I'm pretty sure that your third team that you want to say is probably going to be Brooklyn.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But hey, Mayor. Hey, Mayor. That your girl over there? She sound like she missed Ben Simmons.
Oh, never that.
I don't think she missed Ben Simmons. I think
that's going to be their problem right there, because you know how Ben Simmons going to one day his back going to hurt. He's going to shoot that brick a little too hard, and then his back going to hurt, and then it's going to be from back pain to he's not mentally ready, or he's not mentally ready, so now his back is hurting, and then Kyrie going to come at him all crazy, and then Kyrie going to be like, you know what? I can't play this week. I got something to do, so I need 2 weeks off. Things that. Or something with Durant. His foot might hurt again.
Yeah, they're gonna be a disappointment. I could be wrong, but they're gonna be a disappointment. This team here is 3 crybabies on this team. 3 of them, 3 big, high profile crybabies on this team. Number 1 is Kyrie. I cannot, for the life of me, stand Kyrie Irving. For the life of me.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to watch his game because when he's playing ball, I mean, that is something special. But
yes,
to me personally, as a fan and as a coach of basketball, I don't like a player that takes it upon himself to be in charge of everything and and he's poison. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like everybody around you, people are frustrated. You think Durant wish he could change this decision again and go back to Golden State and stay far away from Kyrie Irving with his antics? I mean, you paid too much money, and this is what I was telling people, and I've been telling people. These owners, I'm paying you. You're not paying me. I need you to do what I want you to do, not what you want to do. You're not going to sit out there and take days and weeks off because you don't feel like being there because you're mad with something. Hey, get over it. It's your job. Do your job.
I never in my life saw a part-time basketball player. I never seen that. Never seen that until last year. I said, wait a minute. So this guy can just play on road games?
Now,
so then he's a part-time NBA player. So is he giving half that check back?
Listen, check this out. First of all, we're gonna go back a little bit to your man's point about the 31 wins. I think we were much better than that. I say at least 44. Let it play out. As long as we stay healthy, some things could happen. I think right now at this point, you're a Sixers fan, Sixers supporter, all that. But I think a second round is severely underestimating your boys.
No, I wanted to get out of the second round.
Absolutely. Way past that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But as far as the Knicks are concerned right now, we were waiting for somebody to go. Either they were going to build the chemistry with these guys, with the RJ Barretts, with the Obi Toppins, with the Quickleys, with the Randalls. We knew what the problem was, right? Somebody had to go. We've been talking about this for the last 2 years. All right, it's year 3 now. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to think that Julius Randle got out of his own way. I'm going to hope that he did. If he didn't, hey, so be it. They didn't move him. So apparently they think that he could bring some kind of value to the team or let him play his value up and then somebody could bite. So for me, it's like, it's whatever, man. Somebody's going to end up being traded. And like I said, I'll stand on this square. The Knicks, when they get right, Thibodeau's not going to be the coach. So for me, this is a means to an end. All of this is a means to an end. That's just my opinion about it.
Tibbs never stay anywhere now.
He's not going to be the coach when the Knicks get right. He's not. That's just my opinion on that. You know what I mean?
Maybe,
still 1-1 top of the fourth.
Steve Nash in, right? Maybe they can bring in Steve Nash.
Bring in Steve Nash.
Yeah, there you go.
They'd be better off bringing Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Talk about Steve Nash.
So that the Knicks can coach themselves like that. So they can coach. So that the Knicks can coach themselves like the Nets coach themselves.
Yeah, man. But I'm looking forward to a very, very great season. Wood, what's your thoughts on LeBron, man? Let's talk about LBJ a little bit and how his thoughts going into his eventual
breaking the record
passing of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for being the all-time scoring leader in the NBA. What's your thoughts on that?
Wait a minute. Before you answer, when do you think he will break it? How many games?
Okay.
I hope he never breaks it.
Oh,
I hope he never break it either.
Oh well, it's gonna happen. He's only a couple of hundred away, you know.
Let me tell you something. LeBron James, to me, these last 2 years has shown his selfishness of the game of basketball.
I'm gonna get this man. Let this man talk.
I mean, he just his interview yesterday when they asked him what more do you have left out there to do. Me as a competitor, without them finishing the sentence, the question, I want to win more rings. That's what I want to do. I want to win more rings. I want my team and I to win more rings. He's talking about the records and all this and the other. LeBron James focusing? He has 2 focus now. 1, breaking the record, and 2, playing with his son. That's it. He could care less about nothing else but those 2 things right there.
Talk about it.
That's it.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Period.
I think LeBron thinks he's smarter than what he is. With bringing in, you now you want to play with your friends. You didn't bring in, you brought in Carmelo last year. You brought in Westbrook. Like it does, like you vouch for these guys to be on your team. It don't work. Now you gave up. You made the Lakers gave up their future for these old dudes who can't play, and now. That's why he's not talking about winning rings, because he see what the team he has. He know he can't win nothing with this team. So now his focus is I want to breaking this record.
And trying. He pretty much he trying to make it as Russell Westbrook is the problem. Russell Westbrook is not the problem. You know the problem the Lakers have? The one, Mr. Softy. That's the main problem on the Lakers, Mr. Softy. We traded
Glass Man.
Yeah, we traded. Oh my Lord, have mercy! I don't believe what we did. We traded my main man, Brandon Ingram. I can't never gonna get past Brandon Ingram being traded for Anthony Davis, and I knew what was gonna happen. I said we're gonna win a title with Anthony Davis. We're gonna win one, and after that, we're gonna have a lot of problems. And that's exactly what happened with us. Anthony Davis doesn't look like he has no commitment to basketball either. No, none.
Because number one, when that trade was done, he was hurt already. He was already hurt. Then he comes to the Lakers, which I don't understand. Like you come to a team with a guy with LeBron James who is super into staying healthy. He spends so much money on his body, and then you have Anthony Davis come in, aka Mr. Glass. You blow on him and he's out for months or half the season or the whole season. Like he makes no commitment on his body. I don't understand like these young guys who don't take care of their bodies. Like you have to take care of your body in this league to have some type of longevity, and like I said, he's forever hurt.
He thought his damn size was going to carry him over for his whole career. He really did. He thought his size was going to carry over. But let me tell you something. These boys down here, the ones that like to train and fix their body up, bumping his little ass all around the place, knocking him out. It's so sad that they had the little thing on him when he was sitting on the toilet getting toilet paper and he was out for about a month. I mean,
Brunson. Okay, Brunson. I see you.
I mean, like, Fragile Rock. Yeah. Or whatever you want to call him, Glass,
Fragile Rock. Fragile Rock, that's what you call him? Fragile Rock. Wow. Wow, that's
no, it's just sad. It's just sad to watch. It's just sad to watch what has happened out in Los Angeles. We prided ourselves. The Lakers prided themselves as a hardworking
Lakers bag.
team. We always been known as a hardworking team.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly,
that prided ourselves on family. This team don't even look like they don't even look like they like each other.
Yeah,
everybody looks like
true. Yeah, that's true. They don't look like they like each other.
Everybody looks like they're just there to collect that money and go home about their business.
Yeah,
there's no commitment. I mean, nobody's together. Like at least the Knicks players during the summertime were hanging out with each other. Brunson, as soon as they signed, they were out playing ball with each other, him and Quickly and Toppin, and these guys. Hey, we're trying to build something here. Even let me tell you something. If you ever watch the Knicks pregame introduction, oh man, they look like family.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you got Russell Westbrook hanging out on the other side of the thing while we in the like come on, like
crazy.
Well, come on, like what the hell are you doing? And you expect to win what? Yeah. What do you expect to win? The only win you're gonna do is break win.
Yeah,
that's about it. I'm just keeping it real about what I see in today's sports. You could tell the teams that are winning, like Milwaukee. I heard the Milwaukee Bucks. I heard these guys are like brothers on that team.
Like Bobby Portis came in there, and they embraced him, and you could see it in his play. They're hungry, and they have an organization and a coach that's pushing you to do better. We don't have that here. Let me tell you something. What the hell is Jenny Buss doing? What is she doing about this? What is she doing? Collecting the money from the gates and the concession stands.
That's what she's doing.
Playing these players and fooling fans into putting a bunch of has-beens on the team just to say, "Oh wow, we have this player. We have Russell Westbrook. We have Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly, who everybody loves. It's only a matter of time before he starts crying about something because he's used to being on a team that at least gone out there and give it, a hustle.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
just waiting for
nice play, Stanton.
And
out there left field. Let's go, baby.
To be fighting in the locker room,
Who?
Because I'm just waiting for them two guys to be on the sidelines jawing at each other because that's going to come down.
They just get it in, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's bound to happen this season, especially when Dennis Schroeder come back because now you got three guys playing one position.
That's why I wish they had celebrity death match.
That would definitely be the fight.
Celebrity death match. That was they fought that celebrity death match.
And Pat Beverly out there fighting each
other. Well, the first match gonna be Jordan Poole versus Draymond.
Right.
Yeah, that's number one off the gate. Jesus Christ. But you know what though? But you know what? Hey, listen. Let me say something about that real quick. I can't stand Draymond Green with a passion. I would like to just sign a 10-day contract just to go in there and start a fight with him in the game so I can break his teeth. I'm just being honest with you. I'm serious. Anybody will tell you that about me, that I can't stand Draymond Green.
I'm interested in hearing what you got to say. Get to your point.
But at least what went down with him and Poole, at least they are in a franchise that's out there striving to be the best. And hey, shit happens with teams like that when it's competition and competitiveness. Ain't my fault Draymond not getting a massive contract. I mean, how do you give somebody a single double a massive contract? Because that's what he averages, a single double every game. I mean, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists.
Let me ask you this. OG to OG. What would you have done if you was Jordan Poole?
God. You really want me to answer that on the
about what they would have did? What would you have done if you was Jordan Poole? Now you're Jordan Poole. What would you have done in that situation?
Remembered what my mother and father told me when I was growing up. If you can't beat somebody with your fist, find the nearest weapon that you can find and beat the fucking brakes off them. That's it. I would have beat Draymond. Listen to what I would have did. I would have beat Draymond Green back inside his mother. She would have been pregnant with a grown man. That's what I would have did to him.
All right.
I'm nice. Serious. You told me to answer the question. I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
That was some punk shit.
I'm gonna say this. A lot of cats talk about what they would have did if they was Jordan Poole, and this is what I say to them. I say you would have got the same treatment that Jordan Poole got. You know why? And I'm gonna say this. You know why? Because first of all, the man did come from where he was at, come over to you, but you pushed him first. So when you put your hands on that man, you're supposed to throw your joints up because the next thing is he gonna fire on you. And if you're Jordan Poole, like these cats, if I would have, no, you wouldn't have, because none of you never mentioned throwing your joints up. All you was talking about is, oh, I would have did this and I would have. No, you wouldn't have, because you pushed him first. If you push me first, I'm breaking your jaw. Period. So again, if you push somebody and you keep your joints like it's calm, cool. No, that's street 101 right there. So for me,
the last time Draymond gonna be in the Warriors jersey on the locker room, because
I'm just saying, Draymond did what Draymond gonna do, and he should have. And Jordan Poole, it turned into what he signed for? Yada, what was it? 4 years,
140 mil.
I would have ate that too. He had to eat it. He ate that. Yeah. It turned into $140 million.
He got 140 mil. Wiggins got a
then they turned around and signed Andrew Wiggins.
Wiggins
Extended
got
deal.
104 mil extension, and like I said, Draymond Green is the last. He's the odd man out. He's not going to be awarded.
And he said, hey Woody, he's sitting back watching them throw all this bread out. I'm just saying. It turned that down.
He does have a $23 million player option for next year, so he'll be back with the Golden State Warriors next year, barring a trade.
We'll see. I was Jordan Poole. After that, I couldn't exist with him. I couldn't. It'd be me or him.
That tax they gotta pay gonna be crazy, you know.
Yep.
That luxury tax is crazy. So I'm pretty sure. I think, like I was telling Left before, I think that's why that video was released. They just trying to put more and more dirt on this guy's head, you know, to get him out the team.
Right.
You know, they're gonna move this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Woody, you know it.
There next year.
Hey, Hey, Draymond Green is
wow. You watching the Knicks?
Yeah.
Huh?
I say you watching the Knicks?
No, I'm watching the Yankees. It's still 1-1. Bottom of the fourth.
Knicks putting on a serious charge. Randall just got a hand one that scores now 80-74. Randall at the line. Yes.
Okay, I see it.
What?
Yeah. And
open.
Again, okay.
Open the door. What?
Yep.
But we got a few more minutes before we ride out. Yada's Padres and Philly series is now even at a game of headed to.
Yep, we're gonna be in Philly on Friday.
Citizens Bank Park is going down. So now they just guaranteed themselves 3 games. What y'all do with it? Y'all do with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? You can either finish them off or, and all San Diego has to do really is win 1 game. That's what they got to do. They got to win 1 game to go back home.
What's the Yankee score?
Still
1-1, bottom of the 4th.
Taillon still out there?
Yep. Astros got a man at first.
Yep.
2 outs.
It's gonna be a hell of a series. I'm telling you that.
It always is. Broken bat, bouncing the short, get the force. Oh, he goes to first. Okay, there you go. Get out the inning. There you go. Top of the 5th now. Broken bat. Yep, it's 1-1. Top of the 5th. Padres over the Phillies. 8-5. Game 2. Knicks and the Memphis Grizzlies is going down. NBA is in full effect. Get your picks in. You already know what it is. I'll have it up tomorrow. You know how I do before the games. I got you.
Hey, have we seen the last of Aaron Hicks as a Yankee?
Probably.
I hope so. That was one of the worst contracts ever given out.
I mean, he had his moments that catch in Minnesota that saved that 1-0 game a year ago. That was nice. He had his moments. He did some things. But as far as that situation that went on when he was just crashed and burned, man, I'm like, we can't have that. And you're a professional. You out there looking like the Bad News Bears out there, man. Come on now.
Well, I mean, IKF really fell apart. I don't know what happened with him.
Hey, you see what they did to Leffer's car when he was trying to get past? When he was trying to get to 95, he was coming out the stadium or whatever. And you know how they cross in front of the stadium. The people all across the street right there in front of the stadium right there. His car was trying to get by when nobody let him pass. I didn't know it was him. I knew it was him. He had the Texas plates on his car. That's kind of for left. Oh, you bum, you stink. He's another one. Kind of
New York is not for everybody, bro.
Who I wouldn't mind having on the Yankees next year, who's not going to extend with Minnesota, Carlos Correa. I wouldn't mind.
Correa, of course.
He said he's not going back to Minnesota. I knew that was a 1-year rental. I knew that.
Wow, yeah. Julius Randle. Let's keep talking bad about Randle because he's on fire right now. He just hit another 3. Knicks on a 10-0 run.
Okay, all right.
They got to challenge that. Yeah, this kid Hartenstein. That's gonna be one of the most really good under the radar signings in basketball this year. You're gonna see this kid here. He brings something, and he's tough too for all the white players.
Wait a minute. Wait. 55. Salute. we'd be remiss if we didn't mention and send one up for the homie Dikembe Mutombo. Word up.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's going through it right now. You know, his situation, man, and send one up for him. And you know, one of the real good guys, you know, this period.
Oh, sorry.
Send one up for him, man. Word up. Nice defense. Nice. Okay, Randall. Get it out. Okay, Fournier. Nice little ball right there. Okay, Brunson.
See, that's where Randall's game. That's where Randall's game and me and Randall's game don't get along at. He has to learn how to stop that momentum. I've seen him cause a lot of those offensive fouls, and even when he was killing 2 years ago, I kept saying if Randall ever learned how to stop and pull up a little short jump or develop a little floating shot.
Than he is. He wants to be on Sports Center. He thinks he's better than he actually is.
Yes, he does. And I hate every time. I hate when he starts flexing. Yeah, I hate when he starts that flexing. When he starts that flexing and walking all like you Mr. Big Man, about 9 feet tall, bro. Please sit your ass down somewhere. Because you ain't do nothing, you ain't win nothing, and you ain't that good as the way you think. And I said that.
And until you make up for that flame out in the playoffs against Atlanta, you still ain't done nothing.
Jesus Christ! When the fans came,
flamed out against the Hawks in the playoffs.
Well, you know what happened? The fans came back in the stands, and the pressure hit him.
He ain't make 2 shots in a row the whole series. I saw what happened.
Yep.
Shout out to Maya's situation, man. That's helping me out tonight. Shout out to Maya's situation. But anyway, listen. It's great. I'm gonna stick it out to the end of the third quarter, man. It's 82-77. Knicks got the ball back, a turnover. Oh, they're scrambling. Hartenstein's on the floor getting dirty. Okay, salute to him.
The Knicks need them a Charles Oakley type player like they used to have back in the days. They need somebody that dives in the crowd.
When the Knicks had those dudes, they had about 5 Charles Oakley types.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
They had a bunch of the dudes.
Remember Anthony Bonner?
Yeah, Bonner. What? Yeah, Anthony Bonner. Everybody got it popping, man. But I feel like the toughness aspect of it, you're right. That toughness aspect definitely needs to be developed a little bit. You know what I mean? Because we got the flash, we got the
Cam Reddish.
Let's go. Take it. There you go. Oh, nice left hand move. Nice
Cam Reddish, baby.
Left-handed.
Right? No pun intended.
It's all right. Look at Yada over there. It's all right.
No,
hey,
I'm
game
just
3, 4, 5.
Why the
It's all
Hawks
right.
didn't want Cam Reddish. Like, I like Cam Reddish also. I thought Cam Reddish is a all right guy. I'm like, why? Like, the Hawks made it seem like they hated this guy. They couldn't wait to get him off the team.
Right.
I'm like, well, what's up with Cam Reddish? Like,
And I'm rooting for Kevin Knox this year down with the Detroit Pistons. I actually saw a preseason game. I like Kevin Knox. I like Kevin Knox. I like him. I thought he was a humble kid.
Him too on somebody else's team. I like him too.
Go ahead.
You always like somebody better when you're on somebody else's team.
You know, right? When they're on somebody else's team.
Yeah.
Yo, we're about to get out of here, man. I appreciate my co-D all the time coming through like a thoroughbred. I appreciate this guy down here.
Yeah, Wood.
O.G. Wood,
AKA what?
Big shout out on the East Coast. Get those picks in. You know how we do. Tomorrow night, you know what I mean? Thursday night game. If you're playing the Thursday night game, rock out with us. Got to Sunday, 12:30 to get your picks in for week 7. And
what's up with your boy Brady? What's up with your boy Brady and the Buccaneers? I meant to ask you that earlier.
See, I didn't want to do it, but I guess I got to do it. I can't really call 3-3. I look at it like this, Brady, and I don't make excuses. I'm here in the building. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. I think that we're having an experience. Some of the guys on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are still experiencing a Super Bowl hangover from 2 years ago. If you want to keep it
Wow.
If you want to keep it green.
Coaches?
Including coaches. Byron Leftwich, Todd Bowles. Okay.
I'm not a fan of Bowles.
And I'm going to say this. Hold up. You asked the question. I'm going to give you the answer. Bruce Arians did the smart move. He said, you know what? I'm going to let y'all do what y'all do.
He said, peace. I'm going
the Fournettes of the world, the Mike Evans of the world, the Cam Brates of the world, the Ronald Jones of the world, the Winfields of the world, the Jamel Deans of the world, the Devin Whites of the world.
He's just making a list.
Those dudes are resting on their laurels. They don't care about getting another ring. I'm going to keep it so green with you. You ask me, I'm going to tell you. They've been relying on Tom Brady. They've been relying on Tom Brady since day one. But first, it's like new shiny package. It's like Christmas Day. You get that package on Christmas Day, and you're playing with it. You can't wait to get it, take the package off, roll around with it, and then after about an hour or two, by the time you done ate the Christmas dinner and watched your cartoons, that game is sitting in the corner somewhere.
AT&T's best deals on every iPhone.
You ain't playing with that game until somebody remind you that they bought it for you on New Year's Eve. Go play with me. Tom Brady is past his time.
Yeah.
I wasn't down with that from the beginning.
You weren't. I remember that.
No, I wasn't. I was not down with that from the beginning.
He should have stayed retired.
He should have stayed. Even that, Yada, he should have stayed retired.
Yeah.
When he came from New England, all Tampa Bay, Tom Brady. What did I say, Wood? I'm gonna let you tell it. What did I say?
You didn't want no parts of him. You wanted no part. I remember, I can't go word for word what you said, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I am a witness. You as a Tampa Bay Bucks fan, fanatic, you did not want Tom Brady there in Tampa. And I told you he was gonna be excited for a year or two.
Yep.
I told you that. Like you said, he's fresh off the boat.
Mm-hmm.
He came in there, blew the city, took it by storm. Won a Super Bowl on the way. But he and I both know, and you see your boy Gronk said, I ain't playing no more. I'm done with this foolishness.
You know what it is. You know what it is. But
saw the writing on the wall.
But notwithstanding, man, our defense has been garbage for a couple of years now. We've been getting by because we make big plays in big moments, right?
That is true.
Our secondary been garbage, and I'm gonna bring this up again. And salute to my man Squez, right? Salute to Slate. Check this out. Ever since, and even before with Chris Conte, I'm gonna bring it up again, Yada. When Chris Conte got trucked on Monday Night Football, when we was going through our Fitzpatrick magic phase, right?
Magic.
And from that moment on, everything that happened was supposed to happen, but then it turned into Tom Brady. Now we went from not being talked about, I remember this, Wood, to now everybody talking about us. You can't find a Tampa Bay Buccaneer hat in the store. You can't find a jersey in the store. When we win the Super Bowl, we get Tom Brady. Now everything is Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like y'all been down from the beginning.
Honest to God, honest to God.
Fans that I know personally, right?
Hey, Mayor, honest to God, you're the only Tampa Bay fan I ever known.
No. Hold up. You asked me, so I'm going to tell you. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now been on the verge of playing like garbage since the last whistle in Super Bowl 30. They won 2 years ago against Kansas City. They've been playing like garbage. Fournette resting on his laurels. Mike Evans resting on his laurels. All those guys is resting on their laurels. You know what you tell them when you talk to them, and you know what they're gonna tell you? I got a ring.
Sound like LeBron.
They're not hungry like that, fam. They're not hungry like that. And again, I'm not gonna bring up the fact that Tom Brady is 40 plus. He shouldn't be out there in the first place. But who am I? I'm just sitting on a show with some of my friends, chopping it up and getting it in. You know what I mean? On that note, 3-3 is going to end up being 9-8.
Derrick Rose, you don't have me.
I didn't mean to kill the vibe. I'm sorry.
No, you're keeping it real. Hey, Tom Brady. Hey, Aaron Rodgers ain't no better than damn Tom Brady. He got that big ass contract.
All the good quarterbacks playing like garbage right now. Lamar,
all of them.
He took
Rodgers,
all the money.
Brady, all of them playing like garbage. Yo, I'm gonna get out of here, man.
Yes, sir.
To do. Wood, I appreciate you, my brother, every time.
Only time.
It was fun. You gotta come back.
Salute to you on your impending blessing and all that, man. You don't play. You don't play around. I ain't mad at you. I mean, salute. And you already know my Cody over there, Yadabear. She gotta get ready for the pep talk for her Phillies when they get back in town for game 3, 4, and 5.
She's gonna be at the airport waiting.
Yeah,
gotta be there. Gotta be there.
You know what I mean? That's what it is. So, yo, we're gonna get out of here. We appreciate everybody, man. We rock out, StreamYard, Facebook, YouTube, all of that. Screz, I see you. Salute to the homie Frank. Appreciate you, man. Rock out with us anytime. Down to In Sports Talk on Facebook. I'm on Twitter at RMDesk. That's the code D over there. You know how to get at her. You know what I mean? Yes, absolutely. So that's how we do. We're about to splurt. OG don't go nowhere. Y'all don't go nowhere. All right. We turning off, zoning out. Y'all get back to y'all games. We'll talk to y'all later. Down in Sports Talk. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.